Nearly 40 communities in Adamawa State were part of an intervention program intended to address issues of food, nutrition, security, and resilience of vulnerable households in disaster and conflict-affected communities in northern Nigeria. In this report, Esther Omokparola tells us how a pro-resilience action program funded by the European Union and Oxfam International has improved the livelihoods of several rural households and how the state government intends to sustain this initiative.
Guyuk local government is approximately 2 hours away from Yola, the Adamawa state capital. The majority here are Christians. It is one of the towns taking part in the intervention program, and I could see at once a connection. It is this river. Its state of partial dryness sends home a message. But a 4-year action project designed by the European Union and Oxfam International to enhance food and nutrition security and resilience of vulnerable groups in 40 communities in Adamawa State has entered its final year. The $12 million project comprises multiple components, including climate change adaptation planning, tree planting, farmers field training school program, village savings and loan scheme, among others. Here in Guyuk, the locals in Poalamolie community are trained on sustainable ways of producing fuel energy instead of using firewoods and other non-sustainable practices. The materials used are everyday items in the community: sawdust and paper.
We use a briquette to cook something here, to cook our binder. So when I saw it, I know that yes, using this briquette is far more better.
Food insecurity in Nigeria is linked to low agricultural production. Regular imports of grains are needed to feed the growing population. To this end, more than 21,000 farmers have acquired various skills on pre-season preparations and climate change mitigation strategies in the EU-funded project, the Farmers Field Training School program. Onan Demas is a rice farmer in Banjiram community. He tells me he has recorded more than 60% increase in yields, especially during the dry season.
At the end of the day, if you cultivate in an average in a hectare of a land, we normally get between 70 to 80 bags in a hectare of a land. So here I have about 2.5 hectares, which I'm expecting about 200 plus, almost getting to hectare bags of rice.
Besides this intervention project, residents of a local community in Guyuk still have no access to potable water. Basic healthcare and schools are isolated or in poor conditions. Even the road networks leading to the community is in terrible shape.
This is BOBINI community in Guyuk local government area in Adamawa State, and it is the shortest road that leads to Gombe State. But sadly, a portion of this road is being cut off by erosion. And just before me are a heap of stones laid by residents living in BOBINI to prevent further destruction of this major highway.
We solicit the help of the government to come in, see things for themselves, and see where necessary to help the community.
While the EU intervention program seeks to improve the lives of vulnerable households in disaster and conflict-affected communities in Adamawa State, the government says it will review some of its policies to sustain the models adopted in the Pro-Resilience Action Project.
The state government is willing to continue wherever they stop, particularly for the community development plan, and planning to continue by adopting the action plan. It will soon be signed by His Excellency, and will kick off.
Perhaps intervention programs that are people-centered, if they will ever lift the vulnerable out of their conditions and help improve food security, must be those that seek to reduce poverty levels in the shortest possible time and in the most sustainable way. Esther Makwariola, TVC News, Yola.